Hey guys, Jason here with the 11 Mortgage. Hope you guys are all doing well. So I wanted to shoot a video. Seems like a lot of people are moving around right now, actually moving to other companies. I haven't seen this much movement in quite some time. A lot of retail people leaving the retail space and going over to the broker channel. So it looks like the tide is changing, and a lot of you brokers are capitalizing on that. So I wanted to personally just do a video of why me and why 11 Mortgage. So for those of you that don't know me, I have been in the industry for about 23 years now. Was at a company called World Savings for some time, and then I was at a company called Mountain West, and then here at 11 Mortgage. So I've only been at this is my third company, in 23 years. So I'm extremely loyal, and I tried to help. Implement good changes wherever I go. So I'm really big on my due diligence. So I really pride myself on my funding to app ratio. So as an AE, what that means is anything that comes in, right, I try to make it fund, right? I have a very high funding to app ratio. And I think it's because early on in my career, I got in the habit of not just throwing things against the wall like a lot of people do, but actually just taking some time and digging in a little bit deeper and doing my due diligence up front before the file comes in. That way, your borrower, your realtors, you guys know what we're dealing with here before you actually get and submit a file. So a lot of the times, I'll be honest with you, I get 20 to 30 emails a day that have scenarios. And these scenarios, some are easy and some are quite challenging, to where if I'm not 100% sure, I will go to my underwriting manager. Okay. Usually she gets back to me the same day. Obviously she's busy too, but I'd rather do my due diligence up front and get you the answer that you can take back, knowing 100% where we stand. And I ask that these scenarios actually come to me in a form of an email. In the past, people have texted me. I've lost the text. I can't keep up, right? When I'm getting that many scenarios, I can keep them in my Outlook folder, and I can put reminders to follow up. That way I can follow through, and it doesn't drop through the crack. If they come across via text, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would never be able to keep up. Phone calls are great and everything, but a lot of the times I've noticed in the past that I don't get the full scenario over the phone. Or let me back up. I miss something, right? Let's just say I'll miss something. That's something that's super important, right? So I always ask that scenarios come across via email. That way, if I cannot get back to you an answer, I can forward it to my underwriting manager, either Kristen or Hagen, and say, hey, look, this is what I'm dealing with here. What do you think? Right? So that way we can be confident before your borrowers put any money in escrow, before you have to tell a realtor, yes or no. But that's one thing. So I'm very big on that. I'm very active in my pipeline. We do a lot. I have a team. I have a team of, an account manager. I have 4 underwriters that are on my team, and I have two doc drawers and 2 funders on my team that work solely on my stuff. So you will get in the habit of working with them, building relationships. As you know, relationships are the key to success, right? Not only with your realtors and your borrowers, but also with underwriters, my account manager, Matthias, and myself. So we really try to strive on relationship and communication. Now, are we going to fall short sometimes? Sure, but we will make it up, right? So nevertheless, that's just a little bit about me. For some of you guys that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm trying to build that up a little bit. I do race motorcycles. I'm 50 years old. I still race, just so you guys, I know a lot of you guys try to follow me on social media and stuff. I do race. I still have sponsors. I got some really cool sponsors actually, and I do that on the weekends, a couple times a month. So that's kind of what I do. Married, been married for 24 years. We got 2 boys. One of them is a content creator for some famous people, and he's 22. And then the other one is 19. He's playing. He has a baseball scholarship out in North Carolina. He's a catcher, so he went that direction. So yeah, so I live here in Southern California, and I sit here at my computer with 3 monitors. Some of you guys have been to my house here the last week. We try to host a Christmas party once a year. So I think last Christmas party we had, I don't know, 90 or 100 people here. So it was pretty cool. Anyways, but besides myself, I wanted just to talk to you a little bit about 11 Mortgage. We have some amazing programs. As you know, if you use Loan Sifter, we're always at the top. We try to keep our rates competitive, but not only competitive, but we try to keep them consistent for you guys so that you guys always know we're going to be there to have good rates, along with common sense underwriting. All my underwriters are very seasoned. They've been in the business for 20 plus years. So, but there's a couple of things I wanted to touch on really quick. And that is, we have a no credit score program. Okay. So you're probably familiar with the FHA no credit score program. I think some lenders make you have at least one. We don't. So we will actually do a manual underwrite for a borrower that has that wants to go FHA and do a purchase. Now, obviously, HUD has their guidelines, right? The DTI restrictions and all that stuff. But I want to take a step further. Okay. I have funded Fannie Mae DU approved loans going conventional. Yes, I have. So if you have any questions on that, please reach out. It's actually in our matrix. So no credit score and you have a DU approval. Yes, we will do it. There's a couple of restrictions, but we will do it. The other thing I wanted to touch on, and that is this. If I was going after realtors, I would be educating them on a couple things. One of those things would be spot approval. So as you guys know, especially with FHA loans, a lot of these complexes don't get renewed on FHA. Well, guess what? We will do a single unit spot approval for you. I think to this date, this year, I think I've done 22 of them. Okay. I've only had one that didn't make it. Okay. So it's a pretty good ratio. So we will do a FHA single unit spot approval for you. We will also do VA. Okay. So, and obviously we have to send that one to VA. The FHA one we send to, there's a list of items that we get from you. We send it to HUD and they're pretty quick on the turnaround. So, the other thing too is FHA and VA manual underwrites. We do all day long. My underwriters aren't scared to do a manual underwrite. So that's super cool. The other thing too, we have a Fannie Mae program and you've probably seen my emails. We have a blended score program. It's a conventional deal. And for your borrowers to have like a 580 to like a 619, right? You know, you can't do that on a Fannie Mae program. But let's just say you have 2 borrowers, right? And you average out the lowest, the middle of the borrower and the other borrower, right? And let's just say if you average them out, right? You add them and then divide them by 2 and you get an average of like a 640, right? I have a home for that, right? You don't have to go FHA. You can go conventional, right? Now we'll have to price it as a 620, but I have a home for that, right? Let's just say you need both borrowers on the loan and you can't go FHA, for certain reasons. I do have a home for that. Now, as you guys know, we lend in most states. There's a few states that we won't lend in, but I have a down payment assistance program in most states. It's my Sapphire program. Very good program. It's a first and a second. It's FHA. It's amazing. It helps your borrower get into a home. They just have to come with the closing costs. It's a very easy deal. There's no income restrictions. There's no, you can have a non-occupying co-borrower. It goes as low as a 620, I believe, credit score. And it's a really good loan. So you can do that in most states for some of you guys that lend in other states. For those of you that are in California, CalHFA is the way to go. That's the only loan I would do in California. The rates are amazing. Got to be a first-time home buyer. They have some DTI restrictions, but that's an amazing program. I've been doing CalHFA loans for 18 years. Love them to death. I do a lot of these things. So moving on, I sent out an email this morning on bridge loans. So we're working hand in hand with a company called Knock. They seem to have the best fees out there. I think they're only 2.25%. And what a bridge loan is it's for somebody that wants to buy another home but doesn't want to be contingent, right? So let's just say they have a home that they're going to be departing, but yet they want to buy this home over there. What the bridge loan does through Knock is it allows them to go and buy that house, right? And utilizing the house that they're going to be selling, right? They have 6 months to sell that home, but it gives them the funds to go put down on a new home. Really cool. I have a cool email. You guys have probably already seen it. I'll be honest with you. I was hesitant about marketing these things. I didn't think there would be a big demand just because it seems like houses inventory is low. So houses are moving quick, but there's people out there that want this. So bridge loans, good. Closing in a trust. We will close in a trust, right? We just want it. We just want the trust documentation. You can get it notarized and stuff when you sign docs, but nevertheless, we will close in a trust. The other thing, if you haven't seen our second home and non-occupying pricing, it's amazing. It's been amazing. So check that out. If you need help pricing something out, let me know. The other thing too is on brokered loans, we have no EPO when you go borrow or paid. Now, I don't know any other lender that will do this. So we will, no EPO. Now, as you guys know, the feds are going to probably lower the interest rate a little bit, right? They said 3 times this year. I don't think it's going to be that. We'll be lucky to see it once. So safeguard your business, okay? This is a friend to a friend. Safeguard your business because once rates drop a quarter, your borrowers are going to be looking to refinance. And guess what? You may not be the person that they're being contacted by. I will tell you, there's a lot of call centers that are popping up. They're prepared. They are prepared. Now, I will tell you this: FHA and VA streamlines. Last month, I saw $26 million in FHA and VA locks. So if you are not looking at your past clients and looking at that, you're missing out. 26 million in FHA streamlines and VA ERLs. Okay. If you don't have one of those going, I would look at your pipeline over the last year or so. Actually, longer than that, I would say. But yeah, there's places popping up and they're going after those borrowers. They're getting prepared. So go borrow paid. Yeah, you're going to make a little less money. You're going to get your borrower a lower interest rate, but there's no EPO. You're not going to have to worry about it. You're safeguarding your business. For those of you that do non-delegated correspondent with me, there is an EPO on that. Okay, even though that's borrower paid, you're still going to have an EPO on that. So go brokered, borrower paid, safeguard your business. And most of you guys know I have an open door policy. And what I mean by that is you guys can talk to, let's just say you get an approval and you don't understand something. You can always reply and ask the underwriter a question or schedule a call. Obviously, emails are better these days. But if you feel like you have to schedule a call, email her back and say, hey, can we schedule a call? Please do me a favor. Please make sure I'm CC'd on that email. Okay, that way I can put a reminder. If you saw my Outlook every day, you'd be like, oh my gosh, how do you work? I set reminders, right? So like every day, if I get an email and I'm following up on something, I set a reminder before I shut my computer down to follow up on that, right? So it's just super I try to be disciplined in that area, right? Follow up, follow through. What else? A lot of you guys use Loan Sifter. Keep in mind, that's a great start. I just did a video on how to price loans in my system. Super easy. Always go to my pricing engine. Okay. If you need user credentials, reach out to me, but always go there. I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, our pricing engine is updated every 45 minutes. It moves with the market. Okay. Not only that, but we have 3 or 4 different programs that you may not see on Loan Sifter. Okay. That's better price. Coupons are all over the map. They're going to continue to be all over the map. So always make it a habit to go to my pricing engine. Okay. Because I will tell you, Loan Sifter's pricing is different than our pricing engine. Okay. Majority of our pricing engine, most of the time, our pricing engine is better, right? Especially when you start playing with DU versus LP pricing. So a lot of you guys have talked to me. You'll hear me talk about how it's often that I'll help somebody price a loan, and we'll see that LP pricing is 1/8 or 1/4% better versus DU. Why? Who knows? I don't know why. Coupons are all over the map. Sometimes 60-day rate locks are better than 30-day. I can't explain it, but there's ways to manipulate our pricing engine, to always look for better pricing. So I just did a video on that. It's on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. But other than that, I just wanted to shoot this video and just why me, why 11 Mortgage. I have an amazing team, and I take every. You're not just another number with us. I take every loan. I'm trying to touch every single loan every day. You'll probably see an email from me following up with their processor if I haven't heard from her in a week, saying, hey, this approval was sent out. When are we going to have conditions? Or, hey, when's the close of escrow on this? I like to keep everything up to date in our system. And the processors that are proactive with their business, they're getting stuff in and out of the system very quick. The processors that are more reactive type personality, they're a little bit slower. I have processors that literally we only have to touch their file twice, once upon approval and the second time when they send their conditions in, right? If your processor's not working with that like that, there's probably a couple reasons why. Maybe your borrowers aren't moving as quick as they need to, right? Maybe they have no sense of urgency. If I was a loan officer, I would always be having that sense of urgency with my borrower. I'd be completely transparent. I would be, explain to them the lock. I would explain to them, that, hey, look, there's going to be a time where we're going to reach out and we need you to stop what you're doing and get us these items, right? In order for me to be the best for you, right, I need your processor to make sure that she's getting us, complete items, as complete as she can. I need, obviously you to be, completely transparent with your borrower and your realtor. And remember, you guys are the doctor. You loan officers and brokers, you guys are the doctor. Your borrowers are the patient, right? You have to set the standard high so that when you need something, they're gonna jump on it, right? So, anyways, I'm always looking at ways of bettering my business and being more efficient and being the best version of Jason, right? Same with my team. They're always constantly saying, hey, how can we improve? So we're always looking to better ourselves. So anyways, sorry for the ramble. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to check out this video. If you have any questions, please reach out. All right. Have a good day. Thanks.